Hello, YouTube. It's me, Chef Lethal, back again with episode 2, season 2 of my slow walkthrough series of Path of Exile. Thank you for joining me today. I do want to quickly mention that because these episodes are minimally edited, I'm able to generally, if I get a recording session, I can usually do 2 or 3 of these, sometimes 4 if it's a really slow day. I can record many of these at a time, and then editing them is not very difficult, and then rendering them is probably the longest time suck, and then uploading them, you don't need to know the whole process. But the fact of the matter is, back when I did season 1, I was doing 1 episode every day for a long time, and we may do that still, but keep in mind that the time from when I recorded it to when the time it is released may be significantly different. So if you have a question that you post in a comment, it may not get addressed for several episodes. It is not that I am ignoring you. Heck no. It is just that time has not made up for it. So if you have any questions or concerns, comments, things you want to let me know, I will address them in a video. But it just depends on how far ahead of my schedule I am. So keep that in mind. If I get too far ahead, probably what I'll do is do 2 a days until I can kind of get back to real life, to real time, just to see. But I want to see how many of these I can record and pump out before I start worrying about that, because I have a little trip coming up. Anyway, we're back in the game. We just did the title island. We're going to jump back into the coast because we did hit a waypoint there, and we're going to head upwards into the next area here. It should be noted when you get a waypoint and there's an offshoot from that item, that location, that's a general location, a general direction of where that place is. So if I'm here at the waypoint, over like here was where we went to for the Fetid pool. Not the Fetid pool, wherever we were. The last, is it P? No. Oh, no. What's the hotkey I was thinking about? Oh, probably, no, M is for microtransactions. Anyway, you see what I mean. If I go, actually, let me just go here, I'll show you. There. So down here, the title island is in a down right direction, but the next place is going to be up here, the mudflats. Now this is typically one of the most deadly areas in the game. Why is that? Well, it's because we're going to be introduced to some enemies called Roas, and they like to charge you, not like as a cashier, but they like to charge you as in running at you very, very fast. And they have a pretty high chance to stun. And when you're stunned, you can't do anything. And there's a lot of them. So I'm going to try to deal with some of these guys. There's so many of them. And I cannot hit these guys to save my life. So my accuracy rating is apparently 0. Why can't I hit you? Wow. Okay. See, I got stunned there. That amulet's good news. All right, this guy's gonna have to go. Oh my gosh. Okay, got another Quicksilver. That's good. I'm gonna pick up these other items as well. I'm going to. Oh, that's magic. Let's look at this right now. Less duration. That's kind of poop, but it's okay. We will do that. We'll have 2 Quicksilver flasks, which is excellent. All right. As you can see, very little stuff is dropping, which is good. In fact, if I hold Alt, I should be able to see other stuff, but it looks like our item filter is pretty much allowing everything to show right now. But as we get further along in the game, not even that much further, just enough, you'll start to see that there'll be items everywhere, even through a filter. Ooh, some boots. This, oh god, another Roa. I hate these guys. This is a shrine right here. This is excellent. This is a replenishing shrine, which I think will fill up all of my flasks, which is great because I need it, because I am getting absolutely destroyed here. It is not mandatory at all to kill everything. It's really not even recommended. I'm going to hit my Quicksilver flask and run away. See, look at all these Roas. Alright, I hit 4 again to get my Quicksilver flask going. Yet again. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh my god, there's so many of them, dude. Okay. I need to get to that doorway. I'm gonna try to cull the herd a little bit. I don't feel good about this. I do need that. Yeah, if I stand still for too long, I'm about to get overwhelmed. Alright, I'm kind of clicking and moving, and seems to be kind of working out for me. Every once in a while I'm hitting my mana flask. I really want that guy to go. Alright, that actually was a best case scenario. And we picked up a chromatic orb. This will reforge the color of sockets on an item. So I could use this, and I could right click this and then left click on my boots, and it will change the color of these sockets here. The color that it changes to is random, but it is influenced by the type of item that it is, whether it's a strength base, a dex base, an intelligence base, or a hybrid. So this is a dexterity base boot. I know that because it is strict evasion rating. So if I were to right click this chromatic orb and then left click on the rawhide boots, there is a strong chance that it will become all 3 greens, or at least 1 green socket will likely be there. It's random, but it's pretty solid chance to be that way. Since I already have the 1 Roa glyph, I'm feeling a little confident, so I'm gonna run in and try to get the other 2. I'm going to ignore that and grab this, and I'm gonna run away, hitting my Quicksilver flask to continue. If I see these guys charging at me, I'm trying to move out of their line of sight because they charge in a straight line. And we're gonna come up here to the Fetid pool. So part of our quest was search the mud flats for the Fetid pool. We are now here, and our objective is to kill all the monsters in the Fetid pool. This can be a bit of a pain, but it's not impossible. We're going to allocate our skill point to get more physical attack damage, and off we go. The only reason why I think this can be a little bit annoying is because, as with anything, when you have like either to collect 100 things or you have to kill all the monsters, it's always like you gotta find them, and if there's 1 left, it's like, oh my gosh, where is that last one? That usually happens to me here. I'll get down to 3 left and they're hidden in some alcove somewhere that I missed, and it makes me very upset. All right, we got, oh dang it. All right, so these bone Roas, they're what got me. They do extra fire damage and exposure, which, if I recall, if I'm correct, it means that their fire damage does more fire damage. Like it like inflicts fire exposure, you know? So that could be why I fell so quickly there. But again, there's no penalty to dying other than hurting your pride and having to backtrack to the beginning of the area. Also, those magic monsters do give more XP than these normal white guys. You know, white guys usually dime a dozen, both in real life and in the video game. Okay. I'm going to check this corner, make sure there's no one hiding over there. And what about you? Let's get rid of these guys. Okay. And I'm going to see what this is all about. I can't hit this guy to save my life. I wonder if maybe I was out of range or something. That's possible. Alright, you got this guy on the left who's lightning striking me. But he can suck it because I just leveled up. Not right now, but eventually we're going to have to start worrying about our resistances. That is one of the major things to get through the campaign, is get your resistances in check and get speed boots. Speed boots and resistances. And I'm just hitting my mana flask as I need it, and my life flask as I need it as well. Okay, we got a ring. Oh, a ring here. We got our first rare item. That's great. It doesn't look like it's going to be something that we're going to necessarily be able to use, but it's an option. Okay. We leveled up. I'm going to go ahead and hit this, and it looks like if I consult Path of Building, we are going to complete this little wheel here. So the goal here is to get to here, Master of the Arena, and then we're going to come up and grab Mana Flows, which you can see we've been having mana issues. It'll be nice to get a little bit of extra mana. And we'll head down to get Bravery. The increased life and evasion rating will be great for us. And Art of the Gladiator, attack speed and global accuracy. Global accuracy, you see, I'm whiffing on like 2/3 of my attacks right now. But we need to get our accuracy rating up to sort of mitigate some of that. And I mean, I have to remember that we literally just started. It's been a really long time since I've done the start of the game. Because I typically have only been playing 2 characters in a league because of my time constraints and just the way that my life works, and the way my brain works. You know, I find a build that I like and I kind of take it and see how far I can get it. And so I've got a trusty league starter that I'm not actually doing this league for the first time because I wanted to make this series. And then, you know, so usually what I end up doing is I have my league starter. It's called the Hex Blast Miner. He's a mine thrower, not somebody that goes to the underground looking for ores. And yeah, I use him, and then I get up a bunch of currency, and then I start a new character, and it's a lot of fun. So we just killed the main quest guy that we're supposed to kill for this area. I'm going to use a town portal scroll real quick because I have a lot of items in my inventory. But anyway, the reason why I'm not doing Hex Blast is it's a slightly more advanced build type than this one that we're doing here now, the Ground Slam Slayer. And I wanted this to be relatively easy for us, so and plus melee was changed in a big way in this patch, so I wanted to see what that was all about, because I do like melee, generally speaking. And I think my first build that I played when I came back to Path of Exile after years of hiatus was a Ground Slam Juggernaut type that really did very poorly, but it was enough to get me into the game, and I've been going hard ever since, up until a few months ago when I started playing Breath of the Wild, and that has completely consumed my life. So there's that to think about too. In fact, while these episodes are rendering, I will probably be playing Tears of the Kingdom. So just looking through, trying to find all the guys that I need to kill or re-kill, since those are bone Roas. They need to die again. It's also important to mention, if you happen to finish a quest, either on purpose or by happenstance, if you happen to finish a quest before it's actually given to you, there's no penalty for that. You just, you'll get the quest completion. You'll get to talk to the guy, whoever gave you the quest. And these guys are really hard. Okay, there we go. I just leveled up, so I'm gonna stay here and just kill that guy. I forgot what I was saying. That happens a lot. You'll notice that happens to me a lot. My train of thought will just disappear, which is great. It's great. It was great when I used to live stream. It's great now doing YouTube videos. Anyway, just try to kill these guys. Doing good. Oh, we clear. Oh. If I were to have come to the Fetid pool here and cleaned it out, there wouldn't be any penalty for it or anything. I would just simply go back to town and I would talk to Tarkley, and he would give me the quest and then immediately give me the quest completion text and rewards. Alright, so I'm going to try to Quicksilver flask my way out of here. As soon as I see the bar at the bottom of the flask go away, I'm going to hit it again. Alright, we're doing a good job. Juking, jiving. Stay out of the way of that charge, and I'm going to go up here to the exclamation point. It is usually up in this general vicinity. This guy's got lightning damage, and I can't hit him to save my life. I think maybe I'm just a little too far away because I'm using a dagger, maybe? That's my only guess. Click on this glyph on the wall. It will automatically take those 3 Roa eggs that we stole, and it will put them there, and this will open up a passage to the submerged passage. Here we go. I'm going to level up here, and we're going to come down and get our regenerate life, physical damage, a little bit extra strike range. That should help us out quite a bit, and a little bit of strength. So that is good. I'm going to come over here, hit the waypoint, and then go back to town and see our spoils. If you notice, I have a little icon in my waypoint map. When we load into the city, I'll show you. Here, I can go to my hideout. We're not going to do that, but again, you won't have this if you just started. It's a feature that you only have to unlock once, and then you have it forever across all of your characters. And it's a great place to it's your home base where you can decorate it however you want. You can download themes for it, and it's really a nice little feature. So I'm going to look through and see if we have anything that's better than what I currently have. This battered helm has armor and evasion, and the armor hat that I have on now is just 12 armor, so that's an easy swap. This is it's going to be an energy shield only robe. I don't need it. This gnarled branch, we're not going to be using staves, so I'm going to get rid of that. This armor is interesting to me. It's got 22 armor, but I like the one I have right now. It's got a little bit of quality on it, which we haven't even discussed yet because I haven't dropped that currency. But I'm going to go ahead and call it, this is not something that I'm going to be interested in. This leather cap I don't think is going to be as good as what we currently have. This one for sure. We don't use nailed fists or spikes or anything like that. I can't use the spirit shield. These boots are interesting. They are a red and blue base, strength and intelligence base. So what I'll do is I'll take these and I will identify them. And look at that. +9 to strength, +5 armor, and a little bit of extra energy shield. These are, without a doubt, better than the ones that we currently have. So I'm going to swap those out. You can see now we have our energy shield regenerating. Let's see. This belt is worse than the belt that we currently have on. I don't necessarily need another flask right now, so I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm running out of space over here, so we're going to get rid of this wand and this skinning knife. Talk to Nessa and just offload everything that we have. And different items will give different things. I don't actually know I don't actually know them, but I do know that if you have an unidentified item that has a red, a green, and a blue socket... Oh no, they have to be linked. That's right, it's this one right here. This nailed fist. Red, green, and blue linked. When you sell it, you will get a chromatic orb in return. I think regular white items will get you scraps of a scroll of wisdom, and then you can sell those. There's a whole vendor page. There's so many vendor recipes. I don't even know half of them. Why did that go here? That should have gone... Huh. All of my stuff reset. Interesting. I reloaded the game after the last recording session, and now, if you notice, all of this is different. Weird. It kept all my labels from last league. Interesting. All of this is a little different. Okay, I'll have to deal with that later. This is my currency tab. I want to change... How do I change... Oh, I'm in the guild tab. Oh my gosh, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm so smart. Good grief, man. Ooh, boy. I am so smart. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. How did everything get... I was so confused by that. Rusted spike, don't want. No. No. Battered helm. This could potentially be better than the one we have. Evasion and energy shield. I don't know. Evasion and energy shield. That's definitely a no. Let's look at the skinning knife. So this is pretty much garbage. The damage, it's probably less DPS, even though the high level of it, the 4 to 17, the 17 is higher than my 10. My attacks per second is 1.5 versus 1.45. Plus the Woe Bane gives me the same critical strike chance, but it gives me intelligence, which I don't need right now. Chaos damage over time. I don't do chaos damage over time. Cold damage. I don't do cold damage. And the lightning resistance is nice, but right now not critical for us to have. Let me check this helmet. And this is absolutely better. This is an easy check. There's no math really here. Just look at armor 13 to armor 18, evasion 13 to evasion 18. This is a better helmet, 100%, than the one we were currently wearing. And these mitts, just for the sake that because they're magic, 96 to accuracy rating. You know, I think I'll take it. Because, man oh man, I have been having such a hard time hitting things. We're going to sell that, so everything gets sold. Alright, so this plain white item gets me 1 scroll fragment. 5 of those become 1 scroll of wisdom. So that's 2, 3, 4, and oh, this was a linked 3, red, green, and blue socket, so that gets me a chromatic. There's our scroll of wisdom. And an unidentified magic item looks like it gives you 2 transmutation shards. So I should get 2 more here. That goes to 4. That'll give me a wisdom fragment. And then this, an identified rare item, gives 10 alteration shards. Good to know. I will forget all of that, but here we are. I'm going to put all this in my inventory. I'm going to go talk to Tarkley, since we cleared out the Fetid pool for him.
Now that you've drained them.
Now he wants us to go into this submerged deep where we ended, and there's a big crab monster that we have to go kill. At this point, it would be good if we could get some sort of cold resistance. That will be very helpful for us, but we have to see what the game gives us. Let's see. Decoy Totem, Sniper's Mark, War Banner, Blood and Sand, Crushing Fist. Just because we don't need any of these. I don't think we need any of them. I'm gonna check the skills in here. Oh, it does look like the leveling guide wants us to use War Banner. So this is interesting. So basically what this will do, and I won't really be able to show it until next episode, but this will... No, I'll just explain it next episode. Alright, we got that, and then we need... we'll use dash. Actually... Yeah, we'll use dash right now. And I can put that there. Okay, and he gives us 2 passive respec points. So what that means, I'm going to right click this and boom, it goes away. So now if I go to my skill tree, I have 2 refund points left. So say I misclicked and I went over here to the 6% increased evasion rating and armor instead of going down to Master of the Arena. I can refund passive, select that, apply it, and then take the point or points that I want to. Sometimes you'll be following a guide and it will require this at like level 60 or 70 or 80 just to fully maximize getting yourself appropriate for the end game. But for us right now, it's mainly just to fix any whoopsie doopsies that you may have done by accident. But hey, look at us. We did it. That's episode 2 in the books. I just want to say thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. Hope you're enjoying this so far. I am so far enjoying this as well. But yeah, that is going to be it. All the links you need to know are in the description down below. And hit the like button if you're feeling spicy. Hit subscribe if you're feeling fiery. I don't know. Anyway, I will see you next time. I hope you have a great day. And Chef Lethal signing out.